Hello, fellow QuickBooks lovers. This is Debbie Kilsheimer. I'm an Advanced Certified QuickBooks Pro Advisor here in Port Orange, Florida. And today I was asked the question, how do I record the sample expense that I give away to my customers at cost? So here is what's happening right now. This is the sample company file for a wholesale distributor. So what the accountant is now doing is they're selecting the customer, and they're picking the item, and we're just going to pick one here, this brushed nickel with opal glass. The sale price is $25, and they created an item called samples as a negative number that they're reducing the amount of the invoice to zero. The customer doesn't owe the money, they want to give it away, and they're giving it as a samples expense. No problem. Save and close. Now, let me show you what happens when they use this method, because it's an inventory item. Let's go to the profit and loss statement. For 2015, the revenue was $25. The sample expense in the cost of goods sold section is $25, and the purchases at the average cost came out at $18.50. Now, this would work, but if you did something like this, let's just change the invoice. Takes a minute to come up. I created another invoice called discount, just so you can see quickly how it works, as a negative $25. And I'm going to remove this sample expense. This invoice is still zero. Let's see what happened, the change on the P&L. Is now, if you look at the P&L, the discounts came off. I have it in the wrong order. If I change it in the order in the P&L, I can make it work and make it look better. Let's go down here. Okay, the revenue is $25, the discounts given, total income, and the purchases is $18.50. But this is not what the client wants. They want to see the actual cost of the samples given away. So let's go back to this invoice, double click on it. I want you to notice something, that the bottom line does not change with any of these scenarios. It's just what the customer and the client wants to see. Here is that same invoice. What the difference is going to be, instead of the $25 cost, I'm going to put in a zero cost. Customer doesn't owe the money. Save and close. Let's take a look at what just happened on the P&L. The P&L, no revenue, purchases, cost of goods sold is $18.50. Happy day. You could basically end here. But this client wants to see the sample expense at cost. So we're going to add an additional step. We're going to create a bill, a zero-sum bill. I've already created a vendor called samples. I'm going to, for invoice number 4, I forget the invoice number. Let's take a look quickly so I can get it right. 71147. Let's go back to enter bills, invoice 71147. The sample expense was $18.50. The purchases, I'm removing it from the purchases expense line by putting it in as a not negative and adding it to the sample expense line as a positive. Just think of your debits and credits. Save and close. Now, let's take a look at the P&L. It's now moved to the sample line at cost. It's removed from the purchases cost of goods sold account. Your revenue is still zero. Your bottom line is still $18.50. No change there. And the reason I used a vendor as samples is now I can quickly get a report of all of the samples that I've ever given away. Here I can see on invoice, etc., etc. Okay, no cost, but I can get a quick list. It will show up in the vendor center. Just using a journal entry, you won't see it. It'll be difficult to find. But anyway, that's how I create a. You can show your customers the sample expense at cost versus at retail as a reduction of sales on your P&L. So it's just what makes the client happy. Anyway, my name is Debbie Kilsheimer. If you like my tip and trick, please write and let me know. And if there's any others you'd like to see, please email me and maybe I'll do a video for you. Thanks. Bye.